Okay, it's been a busy quarter for the blockchain-based payment network Ripple. It's fighting a lawsuit with the United States regulators over whether the digital token XRP used to facilitate payments is a security rather than an asset. A security, of course, faces greater regulation. It's parted ways with remittance giant MoneyGram, but left the door open to a future relationship, and it's signing deals in Asia with a stake in a cross-border payment hub. Brad Garlinghouse is the CEO of Ripple and joins us now. Wow, Brad, you've been busy. Let's talk about the lawsuit first. You've been very vocal about fighting this, why you see it as an attack on the industry rather than just on Ripple. But let's talk contingency plans. What happens if this lawsuit is lost by Ripple and yourselves? What will it mean for the network?
Well, good morning, Julia, and happy April Fool's Day. But as you've already pointed out in your show this morning, topics like these are definitely not a joke. We take this suit very seriously. The good news has been that people like Mary Jo White, the former chair of the SEC, has come out and said that she views this as dead wrong. I think the SEC is wrong on the facts, they're wrong on the law. I think we will prevail. But as you say, there is a chance, of course, that the court system does not go that direction. The good news for Ripple is we've continued to sign customers. We've signed over 20 new financial institutions around the world as customers since the SEC filed their lawsuit. And I think we'll continue to see the network grow very rapidly in non-US customers. The challenge is this drives blockchain innovation and crypto activity outside the US, which I don't think is in the interest of the United States in any way.
Can you operate going forward, though, without XRP? I mean, you and I have discussed in the past using alternatives, being operable with alternatives. Is that the solution in the United States, if necessary?
That certainly could be part of the solution. I think there is a certain, strangeness that the SEC has kind of picked winners here. It said that Bitcoin is not a security. It said that Ether is not a security. But really, everything else, I think, is kind of at risk, particularly given what they have done in the filing the lawsuit against Ripple. But we could do that. We've always thought about our product as how do we solve a customer's problem first and foremost, and I think that has served our growth. And it's a reason why we have seen so much activity now, billions and billions of dollars of transactions across RippleNet, our network for payments.
A lot of the XRP holders that I've spoken to are upset about the personal aspect of this claim too, and that the SEC says you sold millions of dollars worth of XRP while making ambitious statements about Ripple's progress. Brad, how do you respond to those allegations? Could you have been more transparent? It's okay to diversify holdings into other things. You just need to be more transparent.
I'm really looking forward to the facts coming out in the court case. This is something I haven't commented on publicly because the wheels of justice kind of move slowly, and I think it's important that we get the facts out. We've heard one side of the story from the SEC. In fact, I think as the facts come out, what we'll find is that Ripple and I have been as more transparent than anyone else in the crypto industry about our activity, about what we're doing. And so, again, I find a certain irony that the SEC would bring a lawsuit against us, particularly personally, because what they're saying is that not just that we should have known and we've acted in bad faith, when the SEC themselves haven't really said, well, they know for sure that XRP is a security. In their own court filings, they've said that the court will determine that, which of course brings a contradiction that if the court's going to determine that, how could I personally have known that the SEC would view XRP as a security?
So you're saying I have nothing to hide, Ripple has nothing to hide, effectively bring it on.
Absolutely, Julia. I mean, as you know, and you and I have spoken a number of times, given your expertise in this segment, and Ripple has for years been incredibly transparent with our quarterly markets report about what we're doing with our XRP. And we've really asked the industry as a whole, I mean, if the crypto industry as a whole wants to be mature, I think that level of transparency is needed.
The painful part of this is the lack of clarity, the lack of regulatory clarity that you have now in the United States, even as you're doing things in other countries. Do you think in this period there's a risk that the progress that's being made in places like decentralized finance or a global stablecoin perhaps as a window of opportunity to overtake what you're trying to do with your payment network? Is that a risk, to your point about suppressing certain parts of the market and innovation?
Yeah, I mean, look, you are absolutely right that the lack of clarity and lack of certainty affects the whole industry. And I think that's what Ripple is experiencing, and the SEC filed another lawsuit earlier this week. And so I think, Here in the United States, the industry has the risk of falling behind. But I don't think, at the end of the day, what Ripple's solving is a cross-border payments problem. And we are working with some of it, and certainly speaking to many central banks around the world about some of the stable coin initiatives for central bank issued digital currencies. And we actually think that's actually helpful to what Ripple is doing in solving a cross-border payments problem. Ultimately, we saw the Obama administration be clear that XRP is viewed as a currency, and we think we'll actually end up there, hopefully as a new administration comes into the SEC.
장기 투자로 코인을 보관하려 하는데 거래소는 불안하고 해외에서 가장 많이 사용하는 나노일자를 구매하려고 하니 고객 문의 시 영어 때문에 고민이고 그러신 분들을 위해 준비했습니다. 보안 경력 17년 이상의 소프트웨어 전문가들로 구성되고 수많은 파트너십을 맺고 글로벌 인증도 획득한 국내 IO 트러스트 회사에서 만든 가장 안전한 암호화폐 지갑 지문형 디센트 하드월렛. 한글도 지원되어 사용하기 편리하고 디센트 하드월렛 홈페이지에서 친절하게 한글로 사용 설명까지 그리고 고객 문의도 한국어로 할 수 있어 아주 편리한 지문형 디센트 하드월렛. 인플루언서 리플마니아의 추천으로 구매하시면 한 개는 40% 할인 109,000원에 두 개 묶음은 45% 할인 200,000원에 구매하실 수 있습니다. 리플마니아 추천으로 구매 시 리플마니아에게 약간의 인센티브가 주어지며 후원을 해주시게 되는 겁니다. 진심으로 감사드립니다. 디센트 하드월렛은 미국 전역 아마존에서도 구매하실 수 있습니다.